Hey, church family. In this week, we continue on kind of one of the final points that we made last week. We talked about love. We talked about the sense in which Jesus says that the world will know that we are his disciples by our love. And we talked about the various things that biblically make love love. That love demonstrates the gospel, that love is active, that love is demonstrative, that love is sacrificial. That's what we're honing in on. Just a couple chapters later, Jesus is continuing to give kind of some of his final words to his disciples before he goes to the cross. And he brings out this metaphor where he describes the sense in which we're like a part of the vine. And in this vineyard metaphor, the vines that don't bear fruit are cut off. And so that begs the question, what delineates, what is the fruit? What is the necessary produce that these vines have to bring forth in order to not be cut off? Jesus makes the case that that production is love. Being obedient to Jesus like Jesus is obedient to the Father, obeying his commands, love is what characterizes, in this agricultural metaphor, us as the vine who get our source and nutrients from God himself. And this love is sacrificial. On one hand, very similar to the way we've seen before, Jesus is going to look forward to his crucifixion. And on the other hand, he's going to tell us what we need to live like in the aftermath of his resurrection. Let me just grab a quick little bit of this for us. We're in John 15, and I'm going to read a quick excerpt. John 15, verses 8 through 14. By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, and so prove to be my disciples. As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be full. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do what I command you. Here's the big idea. True love is sacrificial love. Jesus demonstrates it. And he calls us to be a people that are characterized by love. That what we do demonstrates how much Jesus loved his people, being willing to lay down our lives for our friends, as Jesus did for us. We're reminded of what Jesus said a couple chapters ago, that people will know that we follow Jesus by our love. And he even says here, you'll prove that you are my disciples by your love, by the fact that you follow this commandment. We'll be like the vines that bear fruit. All of these different metaphors are coalescing together to describe this major big idea. The people of God are a people that love one another, that love our families, that love our friends, that love the world, that love our community, that love our church. Crucial aspect of what it means to follow Jesus and show who Jesus is to the world. This week, we're going to be looking in John 15, 1 through 17. So we're going to build a bigger context for these ideas that we've discussed here. So read that text and get ready, because we're revisiting the idea of love this week, but really trying to get to the heart of the matter, no longer in definition, but describing what it looks like.